Now we know who the bad guy is. Yes. And it wasn't Frank.
That's Bobby DiCello, the attorney for Frank Tyson's family, speaking out today now that 2 Canton police officers are being charged in connection with Tyson's death. A Stark County grand jury handing down the indictment of reckless homicide against those 2 officers after the 53-year-old Tyson died during a struggle with them last spring. Thank you for joining us here on 3 News at 6. I'm Peter Fleischer. Tonight, we've got team coverage looking into what happens next in the case and why so many are saying justice has now been served with these indictments. We begin with our Mitty Hicks reporting in Canton.
Stop fighting.
I can't read.
No one is above the law, and no one is so far below it that they don't deserve its protections.
I can't read. I can't.
This video shows 53-year-old Frank Tyson's last moments before he died in Canton police custody back in April. He ran into this VFW in Canton after crashing his car. 4 months after the incident, Stark County's coroner's office ruled his death a homicide. According to an autopsy report 3 News obtained, one cause of death shows Tyson died of cardiopulmonary arrest in association with physical altercation and prone restraint. From there, prosecutors presented the case to a grand jury. And now, the grand jury decided to move forward with indicting Canton police officers Camden, Burch and Beau.
After the grand jury deliberated, they voted to indict officers Burch and Schoenegge with reckless homicide, a felony in the 3rd degree in the death of Mr. Frank Eugene Tyson.
Stone says the grand jury deliberated for 4 days, and his office presented the case to the grand jury with witnesses and evidence the same way he would with any other case.
Justice and fairness for this office is a priority. I believe that the grand jury thought that after evaluating the evidence that was presented, that it was the most fitting charge.
Prosecutors say if these officers are convicted of reckless homicide, they could be sentenced to the max of 3 years and they face a $10,000 fine. In the meantime, both officers remain behind bars. They have a bond hearing set for Monday. In Canton, Mitty Hicks, 3 News.
And following the announcement that the grand jury voted to indict those 2 officers, DiCello spoke about what happens next. Annabelle Childress is live now in Stark County. Annabelle, this has been a long road. What was his message today?
Yeah, Peter, well, DiCello says this indictment is important. It's one step toward justice for the family of Frank Tyson. But he also said there's a lot of work left to do when it comes to holding these police officers accountable. DiCello spoke alongside one of Frank Tyson's brothers and also multiple community advocates. He began by arguing this indictment changes the narrative of Frank Tyson's death by fully placing attention on the officers as the, quote, bad guys in this case. He then took a moment to encourage community activists who DiCello says have kept the attention on this case and continually kept Tyson's spirit alive. He also said he believes this indictment is rare, saying many other families have not gotten the outcomes they wanted in cases involving altercations with police.
Every officer who is excessively violent, who is indicted and taken off the streets, makes it a little safer for every one of us here today. We need a dialogue. The people standing with me right now need a dialogue about how to make this city function better, and we want that. We want that opportunity.
Near the end of the press conference today, DiCello referenced what he wanted from Canton leadership, specifically the city's law director. He said he wants him to talk to the community and engage in a healing process. And tonight at 11, you're going to hear from Frank Tyson's brother about his response to this indictment and also what he wants to see as we move forward.
Annabelle Childress live in Stark County. Annabelle, thanks.